So, Peter, when was the Farmer's Almanac started?
Well, Farmer's Almanac was established in 1818. So this is our 200th birthday, 201st edition. And it was started in the Newark, New Jersey area and expanded with the country. And the Almanac goes back, and in the earliest days, our editor, David Young, wanted to predict weather for the farmers. And so weather became a part of the Almanac, but it is not the only part of the Almanac. But yeah, it was all about what the weather was going to be for the farmers. And so over the 200 years, we've been doing the weather, but more importantly, Almanac was really a guide to good living.
Okay, so why was the Farmer's Almanac started?
It was really something that helped people understand what to do and how to do it, and it was what people used to survive, I guess, in the old days.
Where does the Almanac get its weather forecasting formula?
It was started in 1818 by David Young. He was a mathematician, astronomer, a calculator, and he wanted to predict weather for farmers. So he developed a mathematical formula which gets applied to sunspot activity, planet positions, the effect the moon has on the Earth, and we do our weather 2 years in advance. So obviously, I'm not competing with you, and you're not competing with me. I'm not going to say it's starting to snow at 2 in the morning and it's going to end at noontime. But what I might say is that it's going to be fair and warm. I might say it's going to be a big storm, heavy snow in the higher elevations. So we're doing it 2 years in advance, and I think we do it with pretty good accuracy. We're told somewhere between 80, 85%. Last year we had said it was going to be very heavy precipitation for the western third of the country. Where I missed was the Great Lakes, where they had nothing. And I live in Maine. We had 100 inches of snow last year. So last year, I think I did pretty well in your part of the world, and I think I will do very well this year as well.
So what else can we find in this year's 2017-2018 Farmer's Almanac?
We have stories about just about everything. The one thing I really was interested in this year is how we waste food. And this is a topic that everybody talks about, but 130 billion pounds of food that are wasted. So we have a story in the Almanac this year that talks about how you can not waste food, how you can think about it when you're shopping, think about it when you're planning your meals, think about it in growing your own food, sharing it with other people. More importantly, eating the ugly fruits and ugly foods. If it's a tomato that's not perfect, it doesn't go in the store. But you know what? It has a little blemish, it's okay. So there's a purpose of trying to not waste, and that's what we've been talking about forever, not wasting. And it's kind of a fun part of the book. What are the things that we can do either to be better to the earth, better to each other, or helping each other? And over the years, we've had lots of campaigns to do things that are just good for each other. And I hope people will enjoy that aspect of the Almanac, because really, weather is just maybe 16 pages of the book. The rest of it really is about content, empowering people to do things that they didn't think they could do, whether it's growing food or whether it is living better or just burning wood, doing it the right way. It's all good. It's all in the Almanac.
What are some of the tips and tricks in the Almanac this year?
A couple of hints I think are particularly good. Frost-free windshields. Fill a spray bottle with 1 part water and 2 parts rubbing alcohol, and you store it in your car during the winter months and spray it on your windshield, and it takes care of the needing to do any kind of scraping. We have spiders. If you mix vinegar and water, equal portions, put it in a spray bottle, spray it around your windows and your doors, you won't have any spiders. For fishermen, if you put used coffee beans in your the dirt for the worms, it keeps them longer, keeps them wigglier, and better for fishing.
Finally, Peter, how can people get more information about this year's Farmer's Almanac?
I think I just want to touch base on the fact that we're very electronic. People can get us any way they want to get us. I mean, whether it's online, Kindle, Pinterest, any which way, Facebook. So it's not the Almanac, just this old book about old things, about old farmers. It really is about how life is, and you can reach us through farmersalmanac.com, and by all means, send us your pictures of winter. Send us your pictures, because we have this great sharing mechanism, and it's just so much fun. It's one of the few things. We're not political. We never have been political, and I'm going to keep it that way because it keeps life a lot simpler, I think, for us.